Science jerks. Science jerks. Science jerks. Rate of change in acceleration of science. Science jerks.
Oh, welcome to the Science Jerks. My name is Dave Chacho. I'm one of your hosts, and I'm here, as always, with Robert Chan, your other host.
Hi.
And we are back for the second episode with the One Photo Reviews Movie Review Podcast. Is that right?
So close.
Are all those words?
The one review movie photo pod photo.
Cast.
Closer.
Forgot cast.
Closer.
Almost there.
One photo
Yeah.
review
Okay.
movie
Yeah.
podcast.
Don't
Oh.
do it with that
I
tone.
said-
Wait, Dave, you didn't say it right.
Did I say it wrong?
Oh, look who's so smart.
How did I say it wrong?
Look who
One
knows
Photo
the name
Reviews
of their
Movie
own podcast.
Yeah, you said review.
Oh, I'm sorry. By the way, I have a question for you guys.
Why don't you give it a shot, Dave?
Yeah,
Scott?
you say it.
One Photo Reviews Movie Podcast.
The only guy that can say it right.
Oh, well, let me finish introing you. Welcome,
I have a question.
Mark, David Christenson, and Scott Davis, and go ahead with your question.
Do you ever get bullied by other podcasts and calling you guys the science jerk-offs?
Not yet.
Yeah, when
Are
we
you-
go do the podcast.
Are you saying
festival
that
as
you're
a
the first?
playground?
I might be. Whatever, science jerk-off.
Do you ever get bullied by other science podcasts that say, like, you are not taking this seriously enough? That guy talked about masturbation for a half hour.
I got home the other day and turned on the light, and Neil deGrasse Tyson was waiting for me with a baseball bat.
Just to beat you up.
I don't think that you're doing this right.
He does not talk like
How did
that.
he become like a Brooklyn
He lives in New York.
deliverance?
I hear Bill Nye likes to just TP houses of people that are serious about
The
science.
people who like science but not enough.
Yeah.
You know who likes the TP houses? Sacagawea.
She's what, the ghost of
I get it.
Because she's TP.
Oh, I get it. I'm a dummy.
Oh,
it took me a
man.
minute.
That's not because you're dumb.
Wordplay is not for
I
everybody.
blame that on the joke.
It's because
It was a weak
Dave
joke.
is not
gonna lie.
racist.
Wait a minute. Are you
you talking-
suggesting that Native Americans did not use teepees? Some of them?
They called corn maze.
And
Oh,
what?
speaking of which,
And did they have corn mazes?
I went through a corn maze once in South Dakota,
That's kind of confused them if they had a maze and it was made of maize.
and they were amazed by
Go into the maze.
the amazing maze.
Here's my two daughters, May and May. They're going to be taking you on a tour.
Oh, you mean the maze?
and then we're going to watch The Amazing Race.
Welcome to the podcast about the science of stupid jokes.
Science of things that rhyme with maze. Craze, phrase,
out of phase?
brazen.
Don't tase me, bro.
It's cool, man. It was just maze.
Oh,
Is that supposed to, I don't know. It
praise.
tickles a little bit.
Stop poking me with corn, bro. Not as catchy.
That's a t-shirt.
Hey guys, let's do some science.
Amazing grace.
Pharmacology.
Marijuana doesn't make you stupid.
Yeah, it does.
Chacho here with Chan and our guest, Dave and Scott.
Hey.
Hello.
There have been reports in the past that people who start smoking dope in their teenage years have lower IQs when they get to be older. And there was just a report recently that turns that around and says there are other factors involved.
Do you think it's actually
Or-
the Funyuns?
It's the Funyuns that are turning them stupid?
Yeah.
Do you think that if you smoke pot, you're more likely to become a scientist?
I don't know a lot of scientists.
I don't either. I know a few people from college who used to smoke a lot of pot and are now scientists.
I know some guys who were science majors and then dropped out and they're living on their mother's couch. And smoke
Right.
pot.
I have an engineering degree and I smoke a lot of pot and I'm now unemployed. So I don't know what that means.
Engineers definitely smoke pot, and they definitely know how to make things to smoke pot in.
Yeah, every engineer I ever met smoked pot, but that might just be because I hung out with engineers who smoke pot.
Correlation cause.
That's what this is all about: correlation and causation.
You didn't like hanging out with those squares that didn't smoke.
But there are
weed.
engineers out there that do heroin, okay? It's not just pot smokers.
Oh yeah.
Where?
Oh man.
That's
So-
going to be really tough.
Yeah, it's
I got nothing. I don't have to
it's
worry
hard
about
to
it.
build robots when you're strung out. but not when you're high.
Ole Regberg, a labor economist at the Ragnar Frisch Center for Economic Research in Oslo. That seems fairly reputable. How much weed did the Oslovians smoke?
Is that the guy who did this?
Yeah.
I have a Mitch Early wine, clearly a pothead.
What a great last
From the
name.
University of Albany. So what they're saying now is that socioeconomic causes might be at the root of this, because people who are broke or grow up in a low income place tend to smoke pot and tend to have more menial jobs, and hence they have lower educations.
Okay.
They have lower brain stimulation. Like, generally people's IQs don't change much throughout their life, but if you keep
Right.
stimulating your brain, your IQ stays up. If you are kind of doing a menial blue-collar job and it's not stimulating to your head, then your IQ
Then you're
can
more
fall
likely
off.
to develop
So-
back pains or insomnia.
Or glaucoma.
So is IQ something that you're born with, or can it be raised throughout your life?
It's generally thought that you're born with it.
Born with
Although
an IQ?
you can...
Maybe it's Maybelline.
It might be Maybelline. Although when breastfeeding has been shown to increase a youngster's IQ.
Titties be helping everything.
Ah, boobies.
anything
Get
that
those
you
boobies
can't
out,
do?
girls.
So going to a strip joint will raise my IQ.
Absolutely.
It makes me dumb as shit.
And you can smoke
And it
as
makes-
much weed there.
It makes
as
me
possible.
spend all my money I shouldn't be spending.
This sounds like something from Freakonomics.
It is. This isn't literally from Freakonomics, but you're right. It is the same concept from Freakonomics. And this happens a lot when you're studying things with a lot of external forces and stimuli, a lot of variables. It's hard to
Statistics is
tell
fucking hard.
what variables
What?
are causing.
Statistics is hard.
Oh,
Because,
yeah.
like you
Yeah.
have two chemicals and you put them together, in isolation, and you know what happens.
Right.
But when you try and figure out, why somebody is doing something, you have to take their
Especially
entire life
You're
into
studying
account.
people.
Yeah.
There's so many factors involved. It's hard to tell if it's the pot that made him an idiot, or if it was the parents, or if it was getting knocked on the head at the machine shop. I'm going with it wasn't the pot, and that's the story I'm sticking with. And
Do you
that's
say
what
that
I'm
as
gonna-
a
that's what I'm
pothead
gonna
yourself,
Tell
or do you
myself
say that-
tonight when I'm getting really baked.
But it could very well be something like the pot causes laziness, and the laziness leads to non-stimulation. And so it's like
Yeah.
it's like smoking the cigarettes isn't going to kill you, but the things that causes is going to kill you, like that type of thing.
Yeah, well, I think the smoking of cigarettes is going to kill you or me.
Because
But-
the lung cancer is the thing that's going to kill you, and that is a direct result of the cigarettes.
Right, but like
Yeah, it could be like
Has that been proven? Right.
But you mean like if a guy were smoking and then he was caught out in the wilderness and a
Eaten by
lion
a
was
bear.
chasing him, and if he had
Right.
better cardiovascular system, he could outrun the lion. But
Right,
no,
right.
he's like,
well, no, like the people that say that cigarettes don't kill you, that's their
obviously
reasoning.
don't live
is-
in Africa.
That's true.
cigarettes don't kill you.
Dave?
Lions.
Lions.
Do they live in Africa?
Which,
You've been to Africa?
Yeah, you did your mission there, right?
yeah, did that real great Mormon.
What do they call Carl's Jr. there? Is it Hardee's? Or is it Carl's Jr.?
Are you talking about in Africa?
In Africa.
Yeah.
In Africa?
Yeah.
It's just called Carl's.
Not-
It's just called
Is this
Carl.
Carl's?
Just Carl.
Carl is from there?
Yeah, that's the original. When he came to America, his son
Carl's-
brought it to America. That's why it's Carl's Jr., guys.
That's
His son, I thought his son was
Amazing.
named Hardy.
Hardy's their last name.
Oh, gotcha. Carl Hardy?
Carl
Yeah.
Hardy
That
and
was
Carl
Carl
Hardy
Karcher.
Jr.
Huh?
Carl Karcher?
A different guy.
Okay. Isn't
I
that-
think I'm the
oh,
expert on that, guys.
Son. His son is named that.
Gotcha.
Original Carl was Hardy. Marriage thing.
He married a woman
Oh, that's
and
true,
changed his
huh?
name.
She was a strong, independent woman.
Okay.
You guys are so stoned right
Center
now.
Hard Work.
Brought to you by
Hey guys, Chacho here, and we have two new sponsors for the show, Audible.com and Amazon.com. And we're going to, from time to time, try to recommend some books that we like that you could buy through our website from Amazon or Audible. In the last segment, we were talking about Freakonomics, which I highly recommend. If you want to check that book out, go to our website and you can click on the link for the paperback or the Kindle or the audiobook and have your own private freak out over economics. That should be a tagline for that book. They should pay me Stephen D. Levitt and Stephen J. Dubner. Oh, me.
Myrmecology.
Super genes and fire ants. Doesn't get any more hot than that for an intro.
That sounds like a scary combination.
Is super genes jeggings, or is the super gene
I got fire ants in my
super genes.
Superman?
We're not talking
hair.
about genes that make your ass look great.
Okay.
We're talking
And it's not.
about...
And it's not Superman's DNA,
DNA.
either.
No, but it is DNA. The thing is, there are two kinds of these South American fire ants. Their Latin name, Solenopsis invicta, means the invincible.
Whoa.
Because
Wow.
they're these crazy ants that just move as a swath like an army and just
I've seen videos.
take down.
These are the ones in horror
What will they
movies
take
that
out?
eat people alive in
Well, it's
like
actually
10
not
seconds.
the army ants like that, but they're really vicious ants. They look kind of like normal ants,
But they're
and
big,
they
right?
colonize. No, not particularly.
Because some ants get it like
Yeah, those are
half
those are
inch
the
long.
army ants.
Okay.
Those are like crazy big ones. But these are even scarier because those army ants still down in South America. These guys, somebody accidentally transported to the U.S.
Oh no!
And they are in
Come
the
on,
U.S.
guys.
and they're fucking shit up.
Where?
The thing is,
Where are they fucking shit up?
they're in Southern California right now.
Oh,
I
shit.
think they moved into
Wait.
Northern California.
We're in Southern California.
Yes. There
And
is
what are
this
they doing when they say
demarcation
they're
line.
fucking shit up?
Guys-
What are they doing?
I mean,
Dave, you're the only one with a car here. I think we need to get the fuck out of town immediately.
I don't want to get eaten by an ant.
I mean, they
Although-
sort of supplant all the native ants. 'cause
To be
they're
fair-
so much more vicious.
When I first moved to Southern California, all I heard about was the killer bees are coming. The killer bees are coming.
Right.
They never showed
Yeah,
up.
this
So
seems like it's gonna.
is this an ant hoax on the par with
It's a Fox News
Killer
No,
bee
story.
they are a legitimate thing. I don't know how much of a threat they are to like human beings.
Have they ever eaten a human?
No.
Okay.
What's the
they're
biggest
still
thing
teeny
they've
tiny
eaten?
ants. I mean, they take
They're
out.
still fucking ants.
Have they
I mean,
have they
They
ever
got what?
ruined a picnic?
They,
Because that's the worst kind of ant.
they take out the native species, and the thing is, there's two different kinds of ants, and the reason why they're so badass is
ant
because
and an aunt.
down
Red
in
and black.
South America, they were at war constantly, like always fighting these two kinds of ants.
It seems like everything in South America is fighting each
I
other.
heard
they're all
about.
terrible.
Are these the ones that I read about one time? There's these two armies of ants that have been fighting each other for decades, and on the line where the two colonies meet, there's just a thick line of dead ants.
Whoa.
That is currently in San Diego.
That line?
Are you
That
serious?
is where that
Is it
line
moving
is
this
right
way?
now. I believe it is moving north.
Oh shit!
There is some concern. Basically, what has happened is that these two ants are sort of basically the same species. They're just slightly different. One raises a single queen, makes it big and fat, and then it just flies away and starts a new colony. And the other one has a bunch of smaller queens, and they just all coexist.
Oh,
in
it's
the
more
same
like a parliamentary
colony. Yes.
democracy.
It's a monarchy over on the one
okay.
side, a parliamentary democracy.
So
on the
this
other side.
is a
all right.
this is a battle between the monarchy and democracy.
And
It's-
the weird thing is, when they've studied them, it's been just like one gene difference. And they don't understand how you can get those massive physiological changes. And what it's turned out
The scientists
is...
are like, "Can we just get along? Why y'all?"
they need a
killing each
Martin
other?"
Luther King name.
Yes, they do, to
Yeah.
bring them all together. I have a dream that a red ant
Topical.
and a red ant
The ants
could live
dream.
together in harmony.
Do ants actually dream?
That's the other Swedish movie that we were talking about.
Yeah.
The ant dream?
Do ants dream?
Do ants dream of electric sheep?
What the fuck does an ant know about sheep? Come on, Dave.
Well, I think these
Get it
ones
together.
eat
They can
sheep.
skeletonize a sheep in 4 seconds.
Okay, I
Think about a piranha.
okay.
What they found is that
I'm really getting like super interested. I'm like, stop these bits. I really want to hear about these ants.
it's not a single gene change, but it's a super gene, which is a group of neighboring genes on a chromosome that like get fused together and they get passed on as like a lump rather than just like individual genes getting passed from ant to ant to ant. There's this large chunk that goes down from generation to
So
generation.
they're the same species, but one has this different.
So it's like that Dr.
What, very
Seuss story
clump
where
of
they have the
genes?
stars on their bellies.
Yes.
Okay.
Only they're
Oh.
murderous
It's
killer
like
ants.
snitch.
And there's a huge line of
And
dead
there's no
snitches
fun rhyme.
in the middle.
But Danny DeVito is
But what?
excellent.
Okay, I get they take out the other ants.
They need a Lorax.
I get they take out the other ants, but other than just taking out all the other fucking ants, what is their biggest threat to us?
picnics.
Ant farm.
Like once you take out the other ants and you start taking out the other insects and other.
So these are just real fucking shithead ants.
They are the biggest shithead ants.
What can we do about this?
I
Jason?
really dumb it down.
Well, the interesting thing is that now that they know about this super gene, they can start working on a chemical that would alter the gene a little bit. So, for example, they'll kill their queen, and then the colony,
Wait.
breaks up after that.
Do we not know how you fight something like that? You make a bigger super ant.
Just a giant ant.
You don't make
RoboCop
them-
You
ant.
just call the orchid man.
RoboCop ant. RoboCop ant.
Do you think
Your move,
if we
ant.
it seems weird that we like this is natural selection and we're just like, well, fuck that, because these ants are winning. These
Because
ants are evolving.
Evolution
and
has
we're
made these
trying to
ants
stop it.
racist. These ants are so racist, they kill on contact any of their own species who's from the other side
like,
of the tracks, basically.
That's not
Yeah.
me.
So
That's
it's like
not
the-
my
So the
piece.
So it's
scientists
like
are
the
trying to
African
cure
tribes.
It's like
racism
the
in
sharks and
ants.
the jets.
It's like the African tribes. They fucking slaughter each other.
You're gonna go. You're gonna
I went there.
You went to Africa?
No.
So these
I would
ants
not
are
survive.
like black people? Is that what you're saying, Dave?
No! That's not what I'm trying to say.
That is how it's coming out, though. So
Of course it's coming out that way.
Deep-seated issues
What
that you want to.
stupid white man.
Dave did his Mormon mission in Africa.
I did not go on a Mormon mission. Please don't spread that.
No. You were the character in Book of Mormon.
Book of Mormon?
Yeah.
Are you Mitt Romney?
Aren't we all Mitt Romney?
A little bit.
Aren't we all a little Mitt?
Hydrology.
Skiing on yellow snow.
No.
It's the thing of the future.
No.
Is it YOLO snow?
YOLO. You only ski once, dude.
Yuso.
Hilarious.
Chacho here with Chan and our guests, Dave and Scott. And
Hey.
so this resort in Arizona, it didn't have enough snow, and they decided...
That's because it's in Arizona.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, come on.
You'd think they would have...
They do that sometimes in Utah, though.
The
never
brown,
been.
warm hills would have given them a hint that they shouldn't be skiing. But we've got reclaimed water. We water the parks and stuff. You're not supposed to drink it. Well, they're using reclaimed water to create the snow on this hill. And there's a lot of, in the community, there's a lot of pushback. They're like, you shouldn't be using that. Reclaimed water means sewage water that's been
Poopy
treated.
water.
That means old shit and piss that's been treated and redistributed.
But if it's treated, doesn't that clean it all out?
Yeah, theoretically, but
Sure, but the Japanese have also created a poop burger. They have made
What?
a substitute meat out of human fecal matter.
What?
And you can clean it, and you can remove all of the bacteria and all of the things that are bad for you, but still, at the end of the day, are you going to eat a burger that was once made of shit?
No, because
No.
I like meat.
you like meat better than shit,
Yeah.
is what you're saying.
No, that
gotta
sounds
eat.
a little vegan, and I don't want vegan burger.
This is vegan snow, is basically what it is.
So
Why
they,
did they even think of that?
What,
Well,
the
you know-
snow or the shit?
water's hard to come by. Oh, I don't know about the shit burger.
Because there are
Because
7 billion
they
people on
can.
the planet. Eventually, they're going to...
Oh, okay, send over those shit burgers
Well,
to-
you've had Kobe beef, right? It ain't
Yeah.
cow.
What do you think Kobe does in the off-season?
He just
Kobe
shits.
Bryant.
Just shits.
It's Kobe
He
shit.
shits in Japan.
Kobe beef is Kobe shit.
To be fair, I mean, he's massaged every day. You know, he's fed Sapporo beer and, you know...
He's eating well.
So the funny thing about this snow is that it probably wouldn't be so gross because most people wouldn't care that much. But
I'm
it's
concerned that
somehow
they're-
it is coming out yellow.
So it actually is coming out
Yes,
yellow.
they painted the whole side of the mountain with it, and it's all yellow, and it's really disgusting.
At that point, yeah, you should be like, we shouldn't do this
We,
anymore.
I'm not-
We should just move to a colder place.
Like, let's just have a season that we have snow. That happens.
Yeah, or let's take up
There's years you don't have a lot of snow.
take up rollerblading instead of snowboarding because you're in Arizona.
Just go fucking snowshoeing with the little snow you have.
Or just drive to New Mexico.
or that.
Go somewhere where there is
angry.
Scott is
snow.
really pissed at Arizona
Scott is getting
right now.
angry.
Oh, is that a
angry.
pun?
It wasn't meant to be, but yeah, sure.
I would not be for this because I'm not very good at snowboarding, and so I fall.
So
a
you're
lot.
going to be face planting.
My
in
face would
this
be rubbing up on this
reclaimed
piss.
snow. Yeah, and they said that they haven't been testing the snow, so they're not sure how safe it is. There have been traces of
Poop and pee?
We're not going to test
Hormones.
it first. We're just going to smear it all over the
studies.
the
It says
mountainside.
they're still studying it, but studies have found that it contains hormones, pharmaceuticals, antibiotics, and other chemicals.
Well, yeah. Here is
It
the
does
problem.
not
is
sound.
the shit isn't even the big problem. The big problem is all the other crap that we're putting into the water.
Yeah. In fact,
So
the
the big
chemicals
problem-
that you use to kill the bacteria in the shit is probably worse than the shit was to begin with.
Well, no, it's not
Gross.
that, but it's the things that, like, we're all taking Prozac, and where does it go? It's not like it all lodges in your head. A lot of it gets excreted, and there's all sorts of prescription
So if you-
drugs everybody's taking.
You get a
them.
faceplant of Prozac, you'd actually feel happier about your predicament.
Maybe.
Oh, this yellow snow makes me feel happy.
It's happy snow.
This story is gross.
The best part
Everything
about
about
this
Arizona's
story is that the mountain that they spread all the shit all over is considered sacred by 13 American Indian
Of
tribes.
course it is.
I wish you just said 13 Native Americans.
13 Native
There are
Americans.
13 dudes think the mountain is sacred. They're really
Wow.
upset about the yellow
You
snow.
don't say.
But the rich white people from Arizona that are skiing on it,
They said take some
don't-
Prozac, and by Prozac I mean drink my pee.
Did they rename it Yellow Summit?
no.
Oh,
But you
damn.
can email them and
Yeah.
suggest it.
Come on,
About
let's,
So
YOLO
Are they
Summit.
just going to stop?
How
Or
about
are they
YOLO
still-
Summit, guys? You guys,
let's
YOLO
turn
Summit?
this.
YOLO
Let's turn this
YOLO-
lemons
YOLO-
into lemonade.
It's time for a quiz.
It's time for a quiz. We're back for the second half of the what's turned into a knockdown dragout battle. Chan's got 3, Dave's got 4,
2 of us have been knocked down.
Scott's got
One
3,
of us was dragged out.
Mark David's got 3.
We're just sitting here in the
And-
lab.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say that
Late
I?
one night.
Did you say that I'm in the lead again?
Science.
Did we say that a couple of times?
You are currently in the lead, Dave.
All right, we'll see.
Stop gloating.
But I wrote the next round questions, so
Oh boy, and they're all about cheesecake.
Funny thing is, he doesn't know anything about
I
cheesecake.
don't actually. I know where you,
Lactose intolerant. I don't know.
I know a couple places where you can get cheesecake.
There's this place that's like a factory.
Oh man,
They
it's
call
a
it
factory.
We're all child
great
workers.
A
that
lot
make
of
those
little
cheesecakes.
kids working there.
More like a cheesecake sweat house.
Shop. Sweat house.
Sweat house.
It's like a sweat lodge. It's just a lot of half-naked
Come
dudes.
find your inner
You
self.
just eat cheesecake and sweat.
Cheesecake Sweat Lodge.
First question.
All right, first question, and this is a very personal question to me.
What are you wearing?
What cosmic substance is currently used to create a timeline of our universe?
Particle jizz.
Particle jizz. Particle jizz.
Particle jizz. Particle
Does
jizz.
everything that particle jizz.
Does particle jizz get wet? Or does sweat get
Can we
particle-
please
Doo-doo-doo,
make something out of particle jizz, please?
Yep.
Like, that's so great.
We'll
That's how
make it
you
a t-shirt.
make other particles.
Yeah, duh. Oh, no, okay. I forgot to give you, okay.
Yeah, we.
Start this over.
Please
We
be
got
multiple
cut up.
choice.
We got caught up in that.
Okay, what cosmic substance is currently used to create a timeline of our universe? Is it A, stardust, B, electromagnetic waves from the sun, or C, temperature differences from space radiation?
What's the answer,
What's the
Liz?
answer?
The answer goes along with what my degree is in, and that's cosmology, which is cosmic microwave background radiation, which is C.
Oh.
B. Wait,
This radiation.
I thought that was B.
No, that was
That was the
electromagnetic waves from the
sun.
sun. That's totally
We
different.
got it wrong.
Wait, what did you say for 3? For C, you didn't
I
say
said
background.
C
Yes,
is
she
temperature
did.
differences from space
Radiation.
radiation, which is totally different.
The
If
background
you consider that radiation from the sun is different from like the full space
You threw me off with the temperature differences because I knew it was cosmic background radiation.
CBM, yeah, CMB. I mean,
Yeah, CBM is a totally different thing. There are Japanese
MVC.
websites for that.
DMB.
DMB.
Dave Matthews.
Yeah, no. I got David.
anyway, next question: true or false? Thousands of birds die each year when they run into wind turbines?
Before she finished that, I thought she was going to be saying running into windows.
That's what I was thinking.
No,
too.
that is 100% true.
I was like, true.
I've seen them.
We're a terrible race that makes these tall towers, and they're dumb animals.
What's the
And I
answer?
hang hummingbird
The
feeders
answer
just inside the window.
still is true. We still kill thousands of birds with certain turbines that we create. So
Are any of them penguins?
no.
Then I don't care.
That's why they're working on penguin jetpack technology.
So that we can kill penguins?
Liz.
Technology sounds
Oh,
so
God.
great.
If penguins take to the air, we're all dead.
Yes.
Did turbines kill the dodo?
Oh, good.
No, they did not.
No, rifles did.
No, that's just a really
No,
good.
people did.
Windmills killed the dodo.
It's just a really good Swedish movie.
People don't kill. Yeah.
The dodos all went
turbines
crazy. And the dodos thought the windmills were giants and
Real sad Swedish
Really,
news.
started
really
attacking
sad.
them with lances.
No, Dodo Quixote.
Dodo Quixotes.
Dodo Quixote.
Number 3.
All right, number 3. What is a hydrothermal vent? Is it A, a crack in the Earth's crust on the seafloor, which mineral-enriched hot water issues into the ocean? Is it B, a plume of heated water that carries microorganisms from the surface down into the deep, deep sea? Or is it C, a diving mechanism used by deep-sea divers to withstand the cold of the Twilight Zone?
Twilight Zone. Wait, I'm on board now.
That's underwater?
You didn't know about underwater rod
Twilight
service?
Zone?
Twilight Zone is when your girlfriend just
Twilight
wants to,
Zone.
She just wants to take you to Twilight movies.
Is when you think somebody is really pretty, but it turns out
Once you get into the
that they're
broad
really the
daylight.
ugly one. And everybody
Take all
else
the
is-
bandages. No.
Yeah.
What's the answer, Liz?
The answer is A.
God damn it.
Booyah.
No,
I got one right.
This is a big freaking deal because for a long
didn't
time, people thought that there was only able to be life to be created from the ocean, from like close to the like surface.
Things that had
But no,
access to
really.
oxygen and sunlight.
Yeah. Oh, that leads us to our next question.
Is it about the abyss?
Which of the following is not a characteristic of bioluminescence? Is it A, it requires the absorption of light from a light source? B, it involves light that is produced by a chemical reaction? Or C, it occurs within the body of a living creature?
What's the answer, Liz?
The answer is A.
Boom. Did we all get that? Yay!
We all get that again?
Yeah.
Still not winning.
No, that's the first one that we all got. No, I'm sorry. There was
it's
one
not.
last time.
This is a pretty
No,
high-scoring game,
Like
I
the
think.
Yeah,
coolest
we do.
thing ever, though. Do you guys realize this? Because unlike a fluorescent or a phosphorescent, it doesn't require a light source. In fact, as the number one source of light in the majority of the habitable space on Earth, which is the deep sea, which we only know 10% of compared to like Mars or other planets, it is by necessity does not require another light source. This is like the coolest thing ever,
It's like
guys.
those creep-ass lanternfish with the huge,
Yes.
crazy jaws and then the
Yes.
little light that's
Yeah,
sticking
yeah.
off their
Those
head.
things are awesome.
Ugh, filthy, disgusting monster.
But the science behind it is insane.
My iPad doesn't need a light source.
Boom.
True.
One more question, Liz.
Question 10.
All right. Question 10. When men and women kiss, they exchange what arousal stimulating hormone? Is it A, oxytocin, B, dopamine, or C, testosterone?
You guys, can we kiss just to experiment?
Did
Well-
you answer the question, or are you still making kissy noises?
Wait, did you? Can you read?
Me and Scott have been kissing. We're
Dan
making
and Scott are
noises.
experimenting
Scott.
right now.
Can you read the question again?
How, are your oxytocin levels up or down?
When men and women kiss,
Warren
they
G.
exchange what arousal
What about gay dudes?
stimulating
Yeah,
hormone?
that's what I was.
That's what's throwing you.
No, this is
sexist.
When anybody kisses.
bigoted.
Bigoted. All right.
It's a bit bigoted.
Let's just get.
It's not,
Why has it got to be a white guy and a white? It's
not just for straight people.
You
Huh?
don't-
Why'd you bring that up?
Yeah.
Why did you insert that, Elizabeth?
Chupacabra.
Does it work for Asian people when they kiss?
No.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to beat every one of you separately.
All right. Well, first, give us the answer.
I think in Canadian culture they don't kiss.
Did you?
No, they do with their noses.
Those are Eskimos, dude.
Yeah, Canadians.
The only hormone thing they transmit is mucus.
Smart.
Oxytocin, dopamine, or testosterone.
Yes.
You make an answer?
I made an answer.
Okay, what's the answer, Liz?
Are we sure all the bits are out?
Bits are never out, just you're gonna have to answer.
You're right. Okay, the answer is testosterone.
What? That's exactly. Am I the only one?
You're the only one that got that.
made sense. It just made fucking sense.
Here's why or not.
We exchanged testosterone? Is that right?
Yes, makes total
When
sense.
you lock lips with a fella, it's like taking a testosterone pill because men pass testosterone on in their spit.
I thought about that exchange, and I was like, because I was thinking oxytocin, and then
I mean, oxytocin would be something that I thought too when I first looked into this, but
I thought it was
It's-
Oxycontin.
oh, of course. Right.
Well,
That's
yeah.
what I
When
exchange when I'm kissing.
when you kiss Rush Limbaugh, that's what you get.
Still lost. I still lost.
Fat and oxytocin.
Guys, you guys are fucking constantly passing your male genes.
Well, yeah, because I keep growing out of them.
But
At least
that's
I beat
why gay
Davis.
guys
At least I
have
beat
good
Davis.
abs? What? My boyfriend just said that's why gay guys have good abs. So
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. 'cause,
That
yeah,
makes
they're
sense.
just passing back and forth.
Yeah.
You don't
Testosterone.
lose it
Yeah.
to the women like you would.
That's-
the
There's got to be some.
Women aren't
some
stealing their
lesbian.
Don't let
joke.
your boyfriend steal your testosterone.
don't.
The final tally: Scott Davis has 5 points. Mark
Oh,
David
God
Christenson
damn
has
it.
6 points. Jen and Chacha both have 7. They're
Of
tied.
course, the host side. This is a fucking conspiracy.
Jesus, so
Guys,
much.
we host a movie podcast.
Yeah.
Are you guys truthers of our podcast?
Yeah, this is bullshit. Liz is. You guys got earbuds in. You're getting the answers.
Thank you very much, Liz. Where can they find you online if they were looking for you?
If you were to look for me on Twitter, you could find me at 24 Starfleet. And then on Facebook, you could find me at Chupa Mother Flippin' Cabra.
Your website, particlejizz.com?
Yes.
Cool. Thank you very
All right,
much,
thanks,
Liz.
That's our show.
And that's our show. Thank you very much to our guests from the amazing One Photo Reviews Movie Podcast.
Yeah.
Boom.
That would be us.
Mark David Christensen, Scott Davis, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you,
for having
guys.
us.
So much fun.
Where can they find you online if they wanted to?
I'm at Hobbit138 on Twitter.
At Mr. Scott Davis on Twitter.
Which looks like Mrs. Cott Davis.
It does. Except on Twitter, if you actually see my Twitter page, the S is capitalized. Or One Photo Reviews on Twitter.
And OnePhotoReviews.com.
Nice.
You can catch us both at UCB. Scott's a writer for the great mod sketch team, Oh Brother.
And Dave is on Mr. Town City, the Herald team.
You guys are so cute.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's
when
like,
you're doing each other's
Like when,
outros.
Yeah.
when you link arms and drink the champagne
Yeah.
at the married wedding. It's like that.
Yeah.
Only for podcasts.
Yeah.
For the
Little known fact,
listeners at
we're
home.
engaged.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Dave and
Is it
Scott
an internet
are
engagement or like an IRL?
kissing very sensually.
What am I kissing?
Scott.
Okay, now they're kissing my microphone. And I really don't want that to happen anymore.
You can find us on Twitter at The Science Jerks or our website, thesciencejerks.com. Sciencejerks.com also.
I'm at 999 RPMs.
I'm at Dave Chacho. You can also see us on Stitcher and on iTunes and everywhere. Also, you can email me at chacho@sciencejerks.com, Chan at sciencejerks.com. And thanks for listening.
We
Thanks,
did
guys.
an outro. We did an outro. We did an outro. We did an outro. We did an outro.
Outro,
We did an outro. We did an outro. We did an outro. We did an outro.
Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? What do you guys think the center
Godzilla's
of the Earth tastes like?
The world may
Canterbury?
Tastes like burning.
Canterbury.
What
Canterbury
didn't
eggs.
Doctor
Gonna
Who?
taste-
Cadbury?
Cadbury eggs. Canterbury. I was like,
He just attacked.
tastes like
Dave
Chaucer.
just attacked Dave.
I messed up that joke.
Somebody help me!
You two are quantum entangled. Did you feel that when you hit it?
Yeah, I did. And
Oh,
I'm
we're like the
sorry.
Corsican brothers.
I broke the pen.
Somebody punched me in the face.